Parental discretion is advised.
This show is brought to you by Indy Wrestling US. Check out IWC, RWA, and more. And listeners like you, support this show at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the...
It is the Wrestling Mayhem Show, episode 738 Tuesdays. We've been talking about professionalized wrestling. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on the Twitter here in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, PA. And we have a hell of a show going on for you. We are going to achieve a lot of things, or we're going to attempt to achieve a lot of things that may be new for the world of live podcasting, and we have a hell of a crew to help us with that. First of all, since he's the man on the screen over here, the Rizz of Rizz Plays Games is with us. He's waving wildly for everybody on audio later on the podcast.
Audio listeners.
Whoops, that's the wrong button. There is the Rizz button. There you go.
Here I am. Hi, everybody. Fuck Jim Cornette.
Oh, we'll talk about that
How
for
timely.
sure. We'll talk about that for sure.
I don't even know why, but yes.
Yes, and there he is. There he is there, too. Mad Mike is with us as well from Beacon, New York.
Sorg, I'm still not over it.
Still not over. The Iconics. Wait a minute. You want to show them the thing that we did the other day?
Oh, yeah.
All right, here we go. We got countdown because of
scared.
Skype lag, but hold on. Ready?
Okay.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Mike Conard.
Oh, it's been nice, guys. I'm gonna go.
Listen, we had a big coping session for the breakup for the Iconics last night, and this is how we cope, right, Mike?
Yes.
So, also with us, you saw him because if you're on the video, I keep hitting the wrong button here. The artist formerly known as the Reaper, Matt Conard, is with us today. How you doing, Matt?
I'm swell.
You're back, and I promised you no knock-knock jokes.
Oh, good.
Unless you
Good.
want to.
No, I didn't prepare at all.
Oh, good. I mean,
I didn't prepare in hopes that I wouldn't come here and Rullers would be sitting over there. 'Cause I was hoping that wouldn't have to happen.
I do love afterwards. He was like, I was kind of hoping Matt would have been here.
Oh,
We got to listen. We need a special occasion to reunite the dream team of Heel Bradley and Matt Conard.
very special.
Yes.
Like, I'm on the brink of death. Special.
We'll catch up with you with what's going on. And
Yeah.
hey, thank you for coming back, man.
Yeah, thanks for
We
having
didn't
me.
scare you away. It's good.
No,
it's
I
good.
always love coming in.
Well, we had you in for an Indie Mayhem show, of course, a few months ago. We're actually talking about the trademark issues and everything. We'll
Right.
touch base on that. There's actually there's some other legal news of sorts. So
Sort of related.
of some other friends of the show. Also, just going to check in real quick. We have a special team, Mayhem News breaking team with us. Matt Conard, are you there? Are you there on the earpiece?
Yes, I'm here, Sorg. I'm here. Yes, are you hearing me? Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I got you. Can't
right.
hear you over my dog, but yes, the podcast
We're
dog
coming
is
to you
pissed.
live from the brand new WMS Broadcasting World headquarters, newly constructed. It's fantastic here, and we're tracking the returns coming in on this Super Tuesday for this NXT Championship match. And as you can see, with about 10% of the precincts in so far, it is too close to call.
Too close to call. There
we'll
it
be
is.
Closely watching this race and probably checking some exit polling to see if we can get a read on this. And we'll be checking in with you throughout the night.
Fantastic. Let us know if there's any breaking news throughout it. I know it might break up the conversation a little bit. It'll be worthwhile. But anyways, this is the Wrestling Mayhem Show. You can check out everything at WrestlingMayhemShow.com, where you can catch everything there. And please subscribe. Hit us up at that email address. Good times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com, 412-206-WMS0. Tweet at Mayhem Show and Wrestling Mayhem Show Facebook group and page. And, of course, we're here live every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, whether my dog is pissed about it or not, apparently. Jeez, man.
No, the dog is Sorg. You don't speak dog.
I don't speak dog. What's the dog saying
Your
right now?
dog is conducting man on the street interviews about Super Tuesday.
Yeah, he's yelling at the man on the street, unfortunately, outside
Sorg,
the window.
That's what news media is.
It kind of is, isn't it?
That's true.
Telling.
Hey, you! What's your opinion? Yeah, basically. I got you. That actually shut him up. We'll see how long that one lasts.
And that's how you deal with it, Sorg.
That's how we
Yell
deal with
louder.
it. Absolutely. But anyways, I need to plug more things apparently. Tuesday, 9 p.m. Everywhere. We're on Facebook Live. We're on the thank you for putting the great Khali's in the Twitch for Sorgatron Media. There, Rizz plays games. I love when he does that. It's I don't know if you can see that on there, but the resolution. We are on the YouTube page. We are on the Periscope as well. Please get a share out if you're watching us live. Please hit the hearts and the likes right now and give us some love for the Mayhem. And what's up, everybody out there in the Mayhem? Tina Bradley is, of course, out there, and so many more. Dave Potter. The Mayhem is strong tonight. And also, subscribe to the podcast, rate and review. And, Matt, I didn't hold on a second. I'm going to toss you something because we started something that I didn't give you a heads up. Would you mind reading the lowdown of our Patreon supporters here tonight?
Sure.
All right. I'm going to pull that up and toss that to you in one moment, but you guys can support the show at patreon.com /Wrestling Mayhem Show.
Oh,
There you
geez,
go.
Sorg.
There you go. I just threw the Patreon at our guest.
Wow.
So can you read the level they're on, the name of the level they're on, and just their names? And I don't know if you remember how to say that first one from last time. So Matt Conard is going to. I hope I didn't move it.
No.
There you go.
All right. Shout out to all the fan of the show level people.
Yes.
This Bo Diggity,
Woo!
Mr. Ed Burke, Mr. Bobby F. J-Town, and Team Hammerfist. Hammerfist. That's so good I'd say it twice. All right. Shout out to all the Poppy Club level people. Do I have to?
Yeah, you have to. I'm sorry. It's part of the thing.
Bradley Brothers. What a guy. Dave Podner. And Daniel Towery. The Pizza Club level people.
Oh, you missed one. Tina.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
Oh, Tina Keys. I'm so sorry, Tina. I'm sorry. Reading Bradley's name just upset me to the point where I'm trying to speed through this now. So
Yeah.
To be fair, we just keep him
That
on there
happens a
'cause
lot.
He gives us money.
I mean, I get it, but I get it.
In this
Yeah.
economy, you have to get it where you can.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. Say hello to all the Pizza Club level people. And by all of them, I mean both of them. Doc Remedy is looking at you. And Kyle Turner.
Yes.
Whose handle's amazing. The bastard kid. I don't know. All right. Manager level people. Can't forget about you. Looking at Occupy Pro Wrestling. And Farnsworth Investments. You can support the show, too, at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you for reading the shout-outs for this week.
Thank
Bravo.
you, Patreons.
Surprisingly, because I didn't give them a heads up on that. it's a new thing we're starting, so I'm getting it in.
So you're gonna throw your phone at people, Sorg?
So yeah, throw my phone up you, my lord. It is an 8+ with a giant case. So, but it's padded, if you could tell. So
It is. Thank goodness.
less rubbery, because that could have been a problem. Thank you, Otterbox. Not a sponsor. So let's get into some WWE news for a moment. We talked a little bit with Mad Mike last night, of course. Both Mad Mike and Rizz made it onto the Thunderdome and could be seen on Payback on Sunday night. Mike, we talked with you a little bit last night about your experience with that. Rizz, you're a first timer. We've all had about 2 weeks of shows with this new experience, television wise. I gave some first impressions last week on the couple of the shows. Rizz, what was your experience over on the Thunderdome?
The concept's good. Like the concept being that, and I was 2 weeks ago I was very skeptical about the Thunderdome without ever seeing or, of course, being inside said Thunderdome. But the concept itself is good. You get your own TV. You get your own pay-per-view, like right in front of you. I think it was 10 seconds before anyone else who's watching was watching. But there was a lot of staggering, a lot of buffering, a lot of different things that like it took it away, and like Mad Mike and I were talking while we were in the Thunderdome through Facebook going, is your shit working? He's like, no, mine's still buffering from when I first started. But I don't know about you, Mike, but after Seth Rollins' entrance, it wasn't that bad of an experience. I don't know if it's because people decided to just log off at work, or it just picked up speed and actually worked. For me, at least. And and honestly, it was a good experience for Sunday. Because I know Monday and Fridays usually get the weird crowd that uses the video of and tries to ruin it for everybody.
Because they're on national TV, so there's more exposure, so there's more assholes
Exactly.
trying to get on. Because this is a free thing. This is still a free
It's free.
thing. So,
like I mentioned before, this is like if you sign up and you're selected, no matter what time you get, you get a free pay-per-view if you're on pay-per-view. Like that's a pretty good incentive not to fuck up.
Yeah. if you're there as a fan and not there to cause trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've done this twice now. One of the weird things was, as soon as I got in and as soon as it started working, it was the middle of Seth Rollins' entrance. Then all of a sudden the music cuts out. You hear some rustling and rumblings of like
That's a good impression.
microphones fidgeting.
That's a good impression.
And then you hear, what do you guys think of Seth? Like very far away. What do you guys think of Seth Rollins? You guys like him? Like, I'm like, okay, I guess they need to like push everybody in the right direction. But it was a weird, disembodied voice in my head. But it was weird. Like, it was weird seeing a big screen version of front row people. Like normally I'm seeing like just I don't know if it's gonna stick for wrestling fans. I kind of want it to stick because like down the line they're gonna tweak it and they're gonna make sure that the riffraff stays out, that people are actually held accountable for whatever they put on there. But overall, it was a good experience, and seeing Mad Mike right next to Braun Strowman, like head for head, is pretty cool. And
Rizz, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Did you audibly cheer or boo or clap?
Oh, fuck no. I was like,
you kind of feel weird doing that to your computer, right?
Like, no, yeah, it was pretty much just me in my room trying to cheer like I'm actually there. So yeah, no, I wasn't like audibly yelling and screaming and causing a ruckus. I was just like miming.
Because I clapped a few times, and then I got a text from my fiance downstairs. It's like, it's really weird to hear you clapping at nothing. And then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna mime it.
Well, that's what I did. I was just like, you know what? Nobody hears me anyways. It's all built in. It's fine.
We did. So next time Mad Mike gets to go out there, maybe this is what you need to do too. We made a clapping loop in GIF form of Mike silently applauding. That we put out on the Twitter last night. So I think that's what you need. I think that's what you need. Yeah, there he is. He's going nuts. Look at him.
It's perfectly shaped.
Yeah, yeah.
You can actually because they give you that outline of like how much headroom you have to have.
It's a very square kind of view, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I know it's like just you know you can see. I mean, Mike's view was like a truncated version of what we see on the show. I felt like when we saw him on screen. So.
And mine was even more compressed. Like you could actually see chest. But when you looked at the screen, it was just like my neck up. But yeah, I mean, I don't know about you, Mike, but I enjoyed it much more than I thought I would.
Good.
Oh yeah, it was fine. I don't think it's something I need to do again.
No.
I don't think it's something I need to do again. But to say that I experienced it, yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, I mean, we were on television in the state of the art Dome of Thunder
at a pay-per-view.
Yes.
I've been to many a pay-per-view. I've never been on TV at any of those pay-per-views because those tickets are expensive.
We were on TV at a pay-per-view that had a ring explosion.
I still think, that's a good point.
It's going to be shown.
I think they could do premium Thunderdome.
Oh yeah.
Because honestly, what I would do, and this is me, surround the ringside area with one row of monitors. Charge $90 a pop. You get the whole show. You're on the whole time, and they send you a pay-per-view chair.
Whoa.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I would pay it.
That would work.
I would categorically pay it, and you can still be kicked for any of the reasons Thunderdome and they'll refund you your money. And
Just like when you buy a ticket to the show, you can get kicked out if you're in the front row making trouble, right? So
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I would categorically do that.
Here's an idea. I see yours,
Mhm.
and I raise you for 25 up.
Okay.
You get an extra dark match.
Eh,
I don't know if that's a
You
reason
think?
to.
I
I mean, it should be
don't-
part of the package in general.
Like
No
for
one-
a
no
Raw
one-
or a SmackDown or
no
something
one pays
like
for
that.
dark matches. No, because the way they're doing the tapings are all
Mhm.
like they're not doing dark matches. Dark
Yeah.
matches are for in-person fans. Like,
Yeah, that's
the,
it. That's
the dark match is what's advertised to bring the fans.
that's
in.
a
Like,
send
you
them
don't have
home
to-
happy kind of thing, you know. Listen, John Cena never loses the dark match. I'm pretty
Or
sure.
like, hey, John Cena wasn't on Raw tonight except for one segment where he said "poopy butt" and rode on a limo. But here's Cena coming out at the end to beat up, I don't know, 2/3 of Nexus.
Oh, didn't that happen?
I think this sounds
That
like a very
happened in
specific.
Pittsburgh.
That sounds a very specific example that Mike experienced in Brooklyn sometime. So-
Actually, I don't think I ever did, but it just sounds like it would be a dark match.
Yeah.
Like John Cena against Darren Young, Heath Slater, and Michael Tarver.
and whatever it is,
As the dark
whatever it is, it's a your town here street fight.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
Or if it's
Big-
Christmas, it's the
The
Miracle on
Bakersfield
34th
Street
Street
Fight.
the Bakersfield street fight, the Youngstown street fight. The
Hey, you know what? Because people use Poughkeepsie for all
Yo,
that stuff. So
that
I'm
has-
going to change it. I'm changing it to Bakersfield.
you know how many Clearfield street fights I've seen? It happens a lot.
you've seen some carnage in Clearfield
I've
too.
seen some carnage, some cataclysms, some whatever. But anyways, Matt, so you've seen a little bit of this video, and I don't think you haven't done this closed set wrestling, no fans kind of situation yet, right? I mean,
No.
what do you think of the idea of the Thunderdome as a performer?
As both a performer and as a fan, I think it's a very creative, positive step to take, because everybody is, I can say everybody's on the same boat. When all this happened and everything broke down and we were forced to sit through Raws and SmackDowns and pay-per-views with nobody in that building but the performers, it was eerie, it was unsettling, it was hard to watch.
Yeah.
Because the fans are such an important part of the show that without them, it's just stark noise. Like, it's terrible. So even the fact of seeing the arena filled, even if it's with screens, is a step in the right direction as far as the longevity of continuing to be able to run shows without actual fans in the building. My biggest question is, this is a new concept. People are still on board with trying it and being part of this experiment. When the interest in this thing starts dying down and people stop volunteering to be part of this Thunderdome thing, at what point does WWE start plugging in crowd like they used to plug in crowd noise? Like, at what point do they start putting bots up there? Because you just like a half-empty arena, you got to move the seats. You got to move everyone as close as possible. You got to spread them out. You're just gonna have blank screens up there. Like, it's. I don't, in the long term, I don't see it being as hot of a concept as it is now, and I'm curious to see how they continue to navigate it as the niche factor of it wears off and starts to level out.
I've seen multiple times looking at either Raw or last Sunday's pay-per-view. I noticed that they have sometimes put the same camera shot, same picture, on a different monitor. So you'll have two of the same people in two different areas. Now, it's going to be weird if you have multiple pictures of the same person miming, clapping, and cheering. But I definitely see your point. Like it's once it dies down, how are they gonna like change that?
They're
They
just gonna plug
tons of
Kevin Dunn into any screen that isn't filled, and you're just gonna have half arena the huge teeth just.
Wait,
Uh oh.
What's that? You all right, Rizz?
Sorg, we have breaking news.
We got breaking news?
Oh.
All right, hold on.
Whoa,
Breaking
whoa,
news,
whoa.
breaking news. Matt, take it away.
Breaking news, Sorg, and with about 45% of the precincts in, we have an early leader in tonight's contest, and it's Fergal with a 1-0 lead. And we'll keep checking that exit polling, and we'll come back to you with any new developments as they warrant. Back to you.
There you go. Finn Balor with the first in the hour-long 4-way Iron Man match. There you go.
That's
from
a
our
lot
breaking
to
news
say.
desk. Thank you so much.
Sorg, I believe it was Fergal, not Finn Balor.
I'm sorry, Fergal.
Fergal.
I got
We
that
got
wrong.
it. We got it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Fake news, Fergal.
You know what it is?
Hmm.
It's the power of the Legos.
It's the power of the Legos. Yeah,
the Legos.
I bet he built a set. What do you think? Fergal made? What set did he put together this week in preparation for this big match?
Star Destroyer.
Star Destroyer.
Yep.
Okay.
Easily.
Okay. All right.
No hesitation at all. Just the Star Destroyer.
You got a guess over there, Matt?
I had to take a get the Washington Monument.
Ooh, solid.
How American for this not American fellow.
Hey, but you know what? It's challenging to build that,
It is.
It would be very challenging.
especially to scale. That'd be
To scale.
incredibly difficult.
There you go.
You got to think about this guy's been building Lego sets for, I don't know, we saw that, 5-6 years ago?
Yeah.
At what point
Apparently-
has he gone through everything?
Hey, also remember, and watching his VHS of SummerSlam '95. Somebody give
Yes.
that guy a subscription to the network. Like, come on, guys. Jeez. Damn it. That reminds me. I still need to watch the R-Truth game show. I haven't gotten that yet. I watched a lot of Chronicles this week. So, man,
Nice.
WWE documentary team's really good. Did anybody watch that Braun Strowman one?
I have not watched that one yet. Is that about Mania?
It's leading up to Mania, and I think a little bit past, if I recall, a little bit maybe. I think it's mostly up to Mania, but that is. And I know the headline throughout the week was about how he, like, while at WWE, like, had considered suicide because of his position going on there. So like it's really good. You're probably gonna like Braun more after this. Because that comment aside, but there's a lot of just talking to Braun sitting on a river. if you've seen the Ray Rowe and Sarah Logan videos on YouTube where they're just hanging out in nature, and it's him and Hanson talking about how they got the War Raiders names and all that stuff. That's basically this entire documentary with occasional we went to record the WrestleMania match with Goldberg. It's that's it. It's just all right, I get this.
Yeah.
So, but.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about it. I just haven't got a chance to see it yet. And I've always been on the fence with that guy, because I don't know. He's got that intangible, especially for a big man, where I'm not disinterested in him.
Mm-hmm.
But there was just always something there where I don't know if it's just the whole niche of the raise my arms, yell Braun. I don't know. It felt like he was so one note for so long that I needed something more from him. And maybe that's what they've been doing lately with the shaved head and kind of making him more aggressive. I haven't seen a ton of that, but maybe I need to watch this. It'll flip me on him a little bit.
It's pretty fantastic because he talks about when it was time for him to shave his head, and of course this is the way it is, right? He said he did, and Vince hold on, let's run it through legal. because he got to do all the trademarks or something to it, like
the bald head,
the visual trademark of him, right?
Okay,
Like the style and everything like that.
Right.
Like you got to submit new pictures and things like that. Like you can't. I remember the old Total Divas when Eva Marie colored her hair red out of nowhere, and they had a freaking cowl over it. We were like, no, you're supposed to.
I never thought that was real.
Yeah, that's true. It's also Total Divas. So,
it was Total Divas. Like I never thought that was real.
Mm-hmm.
That they were really angry at her for coloring her hair.
Yeah.
I mean, I could imagine the paperwork those guys have to do just if they want to get a new tattoo, let alone shave their head or change their hair color or.
You don't just get a tattoo on a whim.
No.
Yeah, you do if you're some people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
True.
You remember when Randy Orton broke his collarbone, came back, and he had sleeves? You think anyone argued with him?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I'm thinking more. Remember when Paige's only role in the company was to stand still and hold a microphone, so she got talk shit, get bit on her fucking sides of her hands.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I forgot all about it.
Oh
They
my God.
had to put makeup on her hands every time she came out as SmackDown general manager.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's a real thing. And she definitely didn't get cleared for those, I'd imagine.
Jeez. She got a huge towards the end there. She got a huge torso tattoo, didn't she?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
didn't cover up or anything. So I don't know. But hey, I feel there has to be a tattoo policy even more in place after the CM Punk with his very trademark tattoo choices going into it.
Oh yeah.
Like that. That was a long discussion, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Pepsi. You had
Cobra.
G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Well, Pepsi was the predominant one,
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm. It's just-
especially since he had.
Well, to be fair, Braun has a giant Superman tattoo right on his shoulder.
But the Superman logo is so innocuous. Everyone has Superman tattoos.
Mhm.
Mm.
So,
They called Cesaro the Swiss Superman,
That's true.
yeah, that's
and
kind
they
of
just
called
never-
R-Truth. They called R-Truth the Suntan Superman, which still rubs me the wrong way.
Huh.
Wait, who calls
Yeah.
that? Does he call him that?
That was definitely a nickname of his for a little bit.
Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
He also had Hurricane for years, had that Green Lantern tattoo on his arm.
Mm-hmm.
I
That's
mean,
true, yeah.
obviously that
And
didn't.
Cody had the Triforce on his boots.
Right.
It's all public domain stuff.
Well, also you
No.
you won't find a Hurricane figure with a Green Lantern tattoo on his arm.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. Same with
As long as they're not making money off of it.
Yeah.
If it's on someone's person, you can't really do it. I think the only person whose tattoos they refuse to show on TV are MVP.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's why he's always worn the jumpsuit.
Right.
Absolutely.
uh-oh.
What? Uh-oh. Here's an uh-oh.
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 Sorg, we have breaking news.
Oh, whoa. We got breaking news. Matt, take it away.
Thank you, Sorg. About 50% of the precincts reporting right now, and we have two clear front runners right now, Fergal and Mr. Takeover. That'd be Finn Balor and Johnny Gargano. Both with one. Daddy and Bebe still yet to get onto the board. The exit polling looks strong for Fergal. Just let you know. Back to you.
I was late with the music. Sorry about that. We'll take you out with it.
I have a feeling he's only doing a poll of one
So,
on that exit poll.
It does feel like a rather limited poll, doesn't it? So
The one person in his household definitely wants Fergal to win.
Yeah. Where's your where's your co-anchor there, Matt? Or is she too?
She's on. My co-anchor is on assignment.
Oh, okay. Shoot.
Back to you.
It's almost like he's a newsman or something.
Almost
Yeah.
like he's done this before. Oh boy.
By the way, every time he breaks in with breaking news, I get the same panic that I get on MST3K when they get movie sign.
Yes.
They're like, oh, we got breaking news! Oh,
Just yell movie sign next time he comes up.
oh, we got movie sign!
Well,
God,
we'll
MC3K made me laugh so hard when I was a child. I need my inhaler.
Jeez. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to take a moment here. Of course, give a shout out. You can check out Matt Conard in his many names over at indywrestling.us and the Indie Wrestling Network, indywrestling.network.
Sorg, we have breaking news.
Oh, God.
Oh, we got movie signs!
That's a commercial. I can't do
fun.
that during a commercial. Hold on a second. There's so many buttons. Hold on a second. You get an ad during the breaking news. Go ahead, Matt.
News waits for no man or no ad. 55% of the precincts in. You can see Bebe is on the board.
Whoa.
We're still waiting to hear from Daddy. So a three-way lead. But as I said, the exit polling right now is very strong for Fergal. Back to you.
Fantastic. There you go. That news break was brought to you by indywrestling.us. Apparently, where a lot of that will happen, including, you can see... Oh, there's the music again. You can actually see Adam Cole, Tommaso Ciampa, and Johnny Gargano across indywrestling.us. Tommaso from that Vicious Outcast Wrestling that's been added to the VOD, the VOD on Vimeo. Wow, that's a mouthful. As well as best ofs for a lot of those other guys as well, including newish shows of Premier Pro Wrestling, AJ Styles, The Missing Matches. We found them, and the half of 2016 for Vicious Outcast Wrestling is now included on the Indie Wrestling Network, $5.99. Check it out with your 7-day free trial. And, of course, like I said, Matt, you're a part of that as well. I believe your entire Rise Wrestling run is championship run is a part of that that back catalog that we do have up there.
It sure is, and it contains some of my favorite matches I've had in my entire career. And I think all of you should go watch all of them and tell me how much you love them.
There you go.
Because you will.
There you go. And by the way, you can tweet him at his new Twitter.
Yeah, my new Twitter.
Sorg, we have breaking news.
Oh, God.
Oh, we got movie signs!
Oh, man.
Movie sign!
Wow.
No. Here's the problem. The video keeps playing, and I end up on some other video, apparently, without the music. So,
That's okay. We'll just do it on the way out. We'll
okay,
fix it,
no,
folks.
somehow I'm watching Fox News. I don't understand
Oh,
what's
no.
going on here.
No, Sorg, get off there.
No, abort.
There we go. There you go. Go ahead, Matt.
Yes, thank you very much, Sorg. Daddy's on the board. It's all tied up.
Wow.
We're about 60 to 65% of the precincts reporting in right now. But don't forget those absentee ballots. Back to you.
How do you absentee? How do you absentee?
Overtime.
Overtime? Is that it?
Oh,
Yeah.
there's definitely overtime
Matt,
in
you've been a
there.
part of Iron Man matches before. Some of them on Indie Wrestling Network.
Yes, I have.
How do you absentee ballot an Iron Man match? We're learning tonight.
I don't know. There was only one fall in the one I was in. I don't know how that works.
It was almost just kind of like a half-an-hour match.
It really was. It was very long.
I forget. Was that an overtime fall or no? It was like a.
That was with the last split second.
So I didn't even know this was an Iron Man match, and you know what I was editing today? An Iron Man match. I was just like, what the hell? Like out of nowhere. Of course, I guess if I paid attention to last week's episode, no, it was I was given an assignment to add like the graphic in the corner of the time and the falls and everything like
Right,
that. So,
yeah.
which is actually a first. We just put a giant clock behind you guys.
Yeah, we had
That
the luxury of having a giant screen behind us. So
These
we
guys
just,
also had like a screen with a clock,
okay.
but I still had to put a clock.
Even though the clock was on screen.
But at least I knew what to time it with. So,
Right.
it included Professor Jacob Edwin as part of that. So, anyways, wait, Matt, did something just happen, or is this just a quadruple down? Okay, never mind. Nothing just happened.
No. When
Okay.
news breaks, I'll let you know.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was getting ahead of it. I saw something.
God, Sorg.
Whoa!
Jeez.
You do not fuck with the news business around here, apparently.
You can't cry movie sign and there's no movie sign.
Matt, Matt, we were talking about you.
Anyway, back to me.
So we did have you a couple months ago on the Indie Mayhem show. We kind of gave the full lowdown. Had you, David Lawless, who's gone on to telling people how many illegal things Hulk Hogan has done with a semi truck over on Gregory Irons' podcast, which is tremendous. But he was on with you talking about your trademark issues with AEW, of course, the Shawn Spears Reaper situation,
Right, yeah.
which he still hasn't used.
No.
To my awareness,
Still sitting on it.
no. But you have a new moniker.
I do.
And you had a clearance on your merch apparently that I just missed. But
yeah. No, I have a new moniker now. It's legally you can call me the Death Dealer now. Thankfully. I don't know, especially after the last conversation we had, I kind of just realized that I'm putting too much value on that name. I was a little too close to it, a little too romantic about it, because I'd had that name for 10 years and that felt like an eternity, when in reality, it's never really the name that you attach yourself to. It's the skill behind the name. So I just said, fuck it, and I'll find something else. And I quickly landed on this and quickly tried to lock it down and succeeded. So
got all the trademarks, did all the things.
All the stuff.
Took the Gavel's lawyerly advice.
Yes,
for something like that.
Took his lawyery advice. And
Which is, I do wonder how many, especially newer talents, actually do lock down or even think about that. I mean, you say you had it for 10 years.
10 years, never
something
crossed
like
my
this has never popped up for the most part.
Never crossed my mind.
It's just so wild.
Yeah, like it was never, like, it had crossed my mind through the years, but it had never floated in my head that anyone would even try to steal it or could do it. Like, I just thought, the worst they'd see, that's a cool name, and just go about their business. It didn't even occur to me that was a possibility. And now that it did, I'm preaching to every talent that I'm friends with and I run into, get that shit locked down. Like, if this works for you and this is something you can make money with, lock it down, because it could easily happen to anybody else.
Yeah.
Like, they could do cheap imitations or they could do rip-offs of it, but they can't take your thing.
Yeah.
So
just like they couldn't take Razor, they couldn't take Diesel over. You know, it still boggles my mind that WWE ended up with Dudley Boys somehow. You know,
yeah, I don't understand how that happened.
Yeah, it's like,
I think the Dudley Boys are because the Dudley Boys were a registered trademark with ECW,
and they bought ECW.
Well,
so when they bought ECW, they got all the trademarks along with it.
Because they were doing I guess they were really working closely, like, because it wasn't. Because some of them didn't go through the same way. Like Rhino changed his name. Yeah.
Taz changed his name, but
yeah.
But actually, those were before the ECW sale, right?
Yep. Yep. But they stay
So
with.
yeah,
but they probably stay with it because they've had the WWE trademark for so long.
But I think they also got all the trademarks because they'd have to have distribution for like the footage and stuff like that. So if you don't own the trademarks for like releasing DVDs or putting stuff on the network, like.
Well, I guess it goes along with it, and you wonder like why were they attached to a company like that? But you remember like the Dudleys and Taz and were like hands-on in like merchandising in the backstage, so I guess that kind of makes sense that they got sort of looped in with something like that, right?
Yeah, but didn't they they came in when ECW was still they were kind of treading water and probably on life support, but they came in before ECW was even bought up by WWE, and they were the Dudley Boys. So did they have some deal with Paul to be able to use the name within that company?
Like it transferred over.
Right.
Yeah, because that doesn't really track either. So
right.
But
wait, was it Boys? Now I'm thinking, was it Boys with an S or a Z? Because it might have been one of those things where they were still called the Dudley Boys, but in ECW like it was with a Z, and in WWE it was an S.
You know what? That almighty S and Z. It's always a.
Well, it's the difference between Rhino and
Rhino.
In ECW was
Rhino.
Rhino and Rhino.
Right.
Did you talk to Rhino or did you talk to Rhino? But I mean, it's a difference. Which does he sign? I got the WWE. I got the WWE signing. It's like, yeah. No, it's wild. I mean, I'm still amazed that we see everybody everybody except Finn, that we're watching here tonight on Super Tuesday are guys that get to keep their name over the from the indies. So, but and I'm pretty sure most of them are not there. I know at least one is their actual name. So.
Yeah, Finn got in right at the tail end of them still making you change your name.
Like Punk was a weird one that got through somehow.
I think that was a Paul thing.
Yeah,
because Paul was such an advocate for him that I think it just he kind of battered them to death. But yeah, Finn came into that era with Owens and Sammy and all those guys, and I can't think who when that trend changed or when that became less of a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember, I don't know, Joe, AJ, those guys came in without even question. They got to keep their names, and I don't know.
Well, I think you look at AJ. AJ was I wonder if
AJ Styles is just his name for the most part.
Roughly, yeah, and he's probably trademarked it a long time ago.
Yeah,
belonged to
Yeah,
TNA.
AJ made.
I do wonder. Obviously, El Generico, they didn't want to use that necessarily, so there's a new name there. Owens, maybe Ring of Honor had Steen locked down for some reason. Maybe. You never know.
Yeah, well, I think they just wanted him to have a gimmick name, but but they let him pick it, so it was something that was meaningful to him at least.
Of course, we got Owens after Owen Hart, correct?
Right.
So
yeah. I don't know.
Well, and his son. That's right.
Who is technically
named after
kayfabe
Owen Hart. Yeah.
Owen Owens.
I don't know if that's.
Wait, Steen's the real name too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, let me double check that. Matt, you were saying?
I would say I don't know if that's like a hunter call, maybe. Like if he feels someone has enough name value to where their name alone would bring eyes on the product. Like I saw Dave in the comments mention that Nakamura kept his. Like you bring in a Shinsuke Nakamura, who's at that point was one of the hottest talents in the world. Are you going to bring him in and change his name?
It's his real name.
That's also his actual name.
Kevin Owens is actually Kevin Steen.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So, so that seems even a little bit weirder that you didn't use something like that.
Right.
Unless they didn't the vibe of what he was doing at Ring of Honor, because he was like,
I mean, when you do have a shirt that says "Kill Steen, Kill,"
that's what
probably
maybe.
Don't want to.
Yeah, that's what we're separating from. Because I mean, just they probably don't want fans showing up with that, and because fans would have just found those, right? Like on Backstock or something like that. So, it's strange. It's strange.
Asuka had to change her name too, but at least they acknowledged that one on TV.
Yeah, and they did with Kenta as well. Yep. He came in as Kenta and says, "I am now known as this in honor of such and such," right? So I mean, I like when they at least observe or recognize that there's a change. So, there is heavy machinery outside right now, by the way.
Heavy machinery's outside?
Sorgy.
Is Mandy with him?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Sorg, you knew that was going to happen.
No, I didn't, or else I wouldn't have said it that way, so. Jeez. But...
Tucky! Hey, Tucky, you want to be on a podcast, Tucky?
I just don't know how much is coming over the microphones or what the dog is reacting to everything right now.
I don't hear anything.
Okay, that's good.
It's the exit polling, Sorg.
It's the exit polling is happening outside. It's rolling over the street right now. So I go yell him to shut up when we go to our break here in a little bit. But anyways, actually, you know what? It's probably a good time to do that. But first, I want to give you a shout out. Now they're beeping. That's fantastic. We're only a podcast studio over here. Anyways.
Are we back to that gimmick where you're yelling at someone that's off screen that doesn't exist?
No, they exist. They're there. They're there.
Sure they are.
You know who's definitely there? Our good friends up the street at Slice on Broadway. 3 locations, Beachview, Carnegie, and the East End, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza. I know not everybody's nearby. I know everybody's not in the city. But if you are, please support our friends over there. Please get your Slice on Broadway as your checking out your rental, Bill and Ted Face of Music. I don't know. It was a ad over there. But it's a good movie, by the way, too.
It was solid.
I liked it.
I did.
I liked it. But no, please support our friends, sliceonbroadway.com, and support them, and thank you them for supporting the show. You guys are going to check out a quick message here, and we will be right back with the big question, and we're going to get the Rizz a throat lozenge. We are here. It is the Wrestling Mayhem Show, Part 2. Of course, Matt Conard, the Death Dealer, still with us. He's tired. It's just the sleep dealer, apparently, right now. Okay, over there.
The pillow dealer.
The pillow dealer. No, that's controversial these days.
Oh.
Depends on the pillow.
It's just,
I'll have to cancel that trademark.
yeah.
one
Put a hold on that
through.
one. Give a call to Gavel right now.
Yeah.
We didn't even mention. Okay, we'll talk about that in a moment because there's some other news from friends of the show of a legal nature that I forgot about. But the Rizz is with us, as well as the rest of our crew. But the Rizz has something special before we get to a big question. What did you discover that exists?
The WWE joke book.
The joke book. This is a thing that was printed.
It's actually printed. It's for money. People actually buy this.
Oh, it's $7 on Amazon. Oh no! It was released this January as well. Look at
Sorg,
this.
is this gonna be another thing we have to buy?
Yeah, I mean, I'm already thinking about buying it.
Oh, are there other ones too? What is this? How to be a WWE superstar? Oh, okay.
You need that. You need that.
I could have used that when I was 12.
Yeah.
All right.
People still use it now that just got out of training. Rizz, tell us a joke.
I want to find a good one here for you for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, hit us strong with this one.
No. Yeah, I'll do that one. I'll do this one. I'll do this one.
Just put a finger on it.
I put my finger on it. What do you call Nia Jax when she has 3 eyes?
Ooh.
It's so fucking stupid. Remember, this is for children.
The eye movable force? No?
No.
Darn.
Anyone have a guess?
No. Hit us.
Jax.
As soon as you said I was wrong, I immediately put it together in my head.
Fuck?
Oh my god.
This is
Jax.
all right. Hold on, I'm taking that out of my cart.
By
By the way, I gotta point out that How to Be a WWE Superstar is a DK Readers level 2. So
Excellent.
just
There's also WWE tag teams and team ups.
oh,
Can I do
no.
one more? Can I
Yeah.
redeem myself?
Yes.
You better. I don't have
Can I
much
redeem
faith
myself
in
for
this,
this one?
but go ahead.
Why do WWE superstars' fingers hurt?
I'm glad it's a kid's book.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
boy.
It depends on which ones. I have a whole bunch of answers for that.
Yeah, they're probably not kid
No.
appropriate.
No.
The answer is because their rings are square. Get it? Because they're square, the ring.
Oh, boy.
What?
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm buying this book.
Okay. Wait, what are you reading from? Is it like? Did you like that? What?
I looked it up image. I Google image that.
Oh, okay.
I already knew this existed. I just wanted to share it with the world.
Oh no. Oh no. We got somebody's gonna get paid for that. That's unfortunate. Mass knock knock jokes are better. From the chat. Yeah. Anyways, oh jeez. I'm sorry.
I'm glad
Oh.
that this show is now off the rails because of that one joke.
Mm-hmm.
It's not off the rails. It's come to a crashing halt, and I
Yeah.
don't know if we can recover from this.
I had a big
Thank you.
question, and
Thank
don't know,
you.
it's as close as I
Thank
could get
you.
right now.
Oh.
Right now is a 4-way Iron Man match, and I don't know that I've seen that. I've seen a 3-way casket match once.
Several times.
What?
Lucha Underground had one.
Oh, they did. Did what?
Yeah.
They had a 3-way casket match.
Yeah, with Jeremiah Snake.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The stupidest name in all of wrestling. Like, I love the character. I love the story. But Jeremiah Snake.
He's doing some movements while that's happening too. So,
Yeah.
so I just
That's
thought
for the ladies.
I don't know. It's kind of an easy one. Maybe it's a softball tonight. But what other gimmick matches would you like to see as 4-ways, perhaps, or far too many people than you thought should be in it, perhaps? So, yeah. Any thoughts? Any thoughts?
Gimmick matches as... You know what? Fuck it. Royal Rumble. 4 rings.
Oh, 4 rings.
4.
Four.
So
I
it's
thought you were gonna say
rings.
Royal Rumble
World War
with.
4.
Oh, you were gonna say Royal Rumble with 4 people.
No, we've had that.
What?
No.
Oh, we
no,
have had that. Yeah.
4 rings, 1 person to each ring. Let's go for it.
Hey, you know what? If you have the right people, that can be a hell of a
What
match.
can we make
Yeah.
more obscene, right?
No, serious. 4-way match. Oh God, NXT Fight Pit. Let's do that. Let's do that. NXT Fight Pit 4-way match.
I like that.
Let's get like Timothy Thatcher, Bronson, Oni Lorcan, Danny Burch, and Candice LeRae.
Okay. Okay.
Because why
Wow.
not?
Very specific.
I know. Now you want to see it, right?
Do it.
Now you want to see it? There are 3 minutes left in this match. That's amazing.
Polls are almost closed.
Polls are almost closed. We have a 4-way tie. We're waiting for it. Are you ready to see 4 men share a belt? That's awkward.
Brazzers logo.
Brazzers logo. 4 men, 1 belt. Oh, okay. Anyways, anyone else got any takers? Matt, you got any?
I don't know. I like my matches to be simple, and the whole concept of me trying to make matches more complicated just goes against my better judgment. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe like a 4-way buried alive match.
Okay.
Like that's chaotic.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
3 plots.
Yeah, 3 plots.
Yeah.
One man lives.
Wait, you were in a tag team Buried Alive, which I think is the first that I've seen, right?
I was.
Yeah.
And it is as complicated as you think it is.
Yeah, yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Sorg, we have breaking news.
We wait, we have breaking
movie
news.
sign.
Polls are closed.
Polls are closed.
Polls are closed. 100% precincts reported.
Huh.
And as our exit polling indicated earlier in the night, Finn Balor, is that his name? Finn Balor.
Burgle.
Finn Balor. We're gonna put the the WMS election desk is projecting Finn Balor is the winner of tonight's contest.
Okay.
Although this was narrowly close, that there may be what's going on? Is there some sort of call for a recount now happening here? No. There was nothing else there. What else happened? Wait, so we're gonna have to check on the other results here, Sorg. We might be counting absentee ballots here.
We're checking
Hang on.
the
Florida.
We'll be right back to you.
All right. We're checking on.
Florida's own.
Florida's
Oh,
still.
no.
Florida's still.
Oh, you got to check those ballots in Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's
check
how we get
that.
into this mess.
We might have some hanging.
Would anyone like to examine hanging chads? We could. Okay, we'll be right
Wait,
yeah.
what?
Check on the hanging champas, and we'll check in with you later. All right.
We had a couple good suggestions in the comments about these 4-way matches.
Oh, good. They're doing better than we are.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
I'm glad you're on task.
my good buddy Michael Tawney from down at IW East Coast, he brought up a 4-way bull rope match.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Whoa! Is it just like
Oh,
joined
boy.
at the? Joined at the
You have like a
middle,
4-way
or-
split in the middle of the rope, and each person's
Oh.
got a part of the rope.
Ooh.
And
That
one
would
bell
be
in the middle.
complicated.
in one cowbell in the middle.
Yeah.
So like you, Jock Sampson, and a couple guys from the south, right?
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
Okay.
Pick up 3 other West Virginia dudes and just put them in the thing.
There you
Just
go.
get all
Um,
4 members of the West Texas Rednecks.
There you go. There you go.
and Ruthers suggested a 4-way I Quit match.
So
Oh, whoa.
what? Oh,
Oh,
Movie
wait,
sign?
Matt, what's the breaking news?
Movie sign?
huh.
Are we? Is there something? Is
Potter's breaking before our news is. Come on, Matt.
He's gonna get mad at
God,
us again.
This is why I get my news from the internet and not your TV personalities.
You know what the internet does? The internet says whatever the frick it wants to say. You know what a real news organization does? They check, they verify to find out what happened. Okay, so here's what's going on. We are going to a runoff. This is literally what's happening here on
Wow.
Super Tuesday.
I love
We
it.
are going to a runoff. There was a late surge. I think it came from some of the rural counties for Bay. And now we have, they are within the margin. They'll probably count the absentee ballots, but I don't think there are enough absentee ballots to make up the difference. So it appears we are going to a runoff, and the runoff election is going to be held when? When is it? When are we holding the runoff election? Next Tuesday? Super Tuesday 2? Super Tuesday
Super
2?
Super Tuesday.
Yeah.
Super Tuesday.
Taboo Tuesday.
Yes.
We'll see you
Taboo
next week,
Tuesday.
Sorg, for the runoff.
Wow.
Back to you.
Wow,
Oh,
that
I need
is
a
history
wow.
making.
So,
Cole,
Sorg, you were wondering how we do absentee ballots. We wait another week. That's how we do it.
oh boy, we're learning so much tonight. Anybody else have any takers on this big question
Yeah.
before we move on to being
Yeah, I got one.
educated? Okay, go for it.
So it's kind of in the same vein. 5-way casket match. The caskets are outside the ring. Oh, just 4 caskets, each
Well,
one
Here's the thing: if
elimination style.
there's more than one casket, is this okay? It's elimination style. Well, that makes
I
sense.
was, I was gonna say, let's make it interesting. One casket.
One casket, 5
One
men.
casket and just stuff everybody in the
Yes.
casket.
Yeah,
Let's
Okay.
make it
All right.
interesting.
You know what?
Let's
Let's do
make it
Let's do it.
uncomfortable.
Let's sign it right now. Let's do it.
You know what? Let me just take this opportunity to just shit all over this good time and suggest the match we're all thinking about: a fatal 4-way Pujami prison match.
I am here for it.
I'm in. I'm in.
See,
I am here for it.
everybody
I'm
wants
in.
it.
Everyone wants it.
Everyone needs it. I
Yeah,
feel like
everyone
this
needs
is
it.
the match suggestion equivalent of the jokes he told earlier, where I just killed the show.
Oh no!
You just
No.
reeled it back in.
You notice it's great Khali heads that are being dropped by Rizz over on Twitch. Okay, like that's
Yeah.
like you don't know the sweet spot that you hit.
Apparently.
I had to console the man when Great Khali got canceled from Big Thai Wrestling in like what was that, Altoona or something?
That was like a few. Yeah.
Yeah. That was going to
few months.
happen. That was going to happen. I let Rizz sit here on the call and talk to his facade just because he spent time with the Great Khali in India. That because it
Pretty
was
much.
because
All
we
right.
figured that's as close as he was probably going to get.
I didn't know.
Guys-
I didn't know it was scratching a specific itch. But
Oh, you scratched
Hey.
an itch. You scratched the hole. You scratched.
Hey, for
You scratched.
$50.
You didn't scratch an itch. You scratched the hole. That works on so many levels.
Oh, it's so
Tuna, tuna.
I hate this.
That works on
You know
so
what?
many levels.
For that,
Chris is gonna leave the show.
for that. Where'd it go?
He's gonna leave the show.
No. Just because of that. Why were Gene Okerlund's pants always so angry?
No,
no.
because they were mean jeans.
See, that's a
Yep.
way better joke than the other
That's
two.
That was
really
a
good.
way
Great
better
joke.
joke.
That's a
That was a good
fantastic
joke.
joke.
Yeah.
I redeemed myself.
Oh, I'm crying. Not for the reasons you think.
Oh,
You okay over there?
I'll live.
Okay. All right.
Sorg, can we clip out that bit and send it to Dutters?
Oh, already
Yeah.
on the note here over here.
It's already gone. It's already gone.
Already on note
Good.
over here.
Good,
Ah.
just brighten her day.
Yeah,
She'll love it.
absolutely.
It'll be great.
Okay. Anyways, okay. Before we get to our educational piece, because I wanted to mention in the first half, but good news for our friend G-Raver.
Yeah.
He won his case against one Jim Cornette.
Fuck Jim Cornette.
You buck Jim Cornette. There you go.
Motherfucker.
That's good.
You son of a bitch. Goddamn yarders. Mud show bullshit.
That is rivaling a Joe Dombrowski
I mean,
impression.
I'm just ripping off Bruce Pritchard basically because that's his impression.
That's where I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so he won over that. There was a good breakdown that I put there in the group. I believe our good friend, your lord, Matt's lawyer and yours, the gavel David Lawless presided over that.
Yeah.
So another victory there. It is amazing how many people I hear was like, that he's helped with in the wrestling business legitimately. Like it's pretty phenomenal. How many times I heard like, oh yeah, Gavel looked it over. So
He's the go-to guy. He's the only legitimate lawyer we know.
yeah.
And I'm sure LaRusso will take great
Yeah.
offense to that, but that is true.
Oh jeez. But no, good news for that. And it was kind of a bullshit thing. So good vibes out to G-Raver.
Here's the thing about Raver. He's way excuse me. He's way smarter than I think Cornette gave him credit for. Because like Raver would not have approached this whole pursued this whole thing just out of spite. Like if he didn't know he had a good case there.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy for him because fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Fuck Jim Cornette.
Fuck Jim
You
Cornette.
need to go get a drink or something.
That's how upset I am about it. I'm worked up.
Yeah, no. G-Raver's a good guy. Whatever you think of his outward persona, I guess, in wrestling. And obviously, I think that's what Cornette was kind of going at there. So there was an odd point where, and I actually asked somebody that worked as a paralegal today, because the thread that I included, every time it was it says fuck Jim Cornette. And for some reason, they're all like retyped as Tuck in what was submitted by one of the sides.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is this a reason?
Did
Or
they
like,
type it on their iPhone?
it sounds like it's a
Yeah.
typo, but it did it at least 3 times in one paragraph. It's just like, what is this?
Paralegals very sensitive to the word fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't even
Like,
type
I wonder.
it. Tuck.
Yeah, I wonder
to be
if
tough.
that's their way of covering
I feel like
fuck. Like the just not putting that in a legal document.
I feel like there have
per
been
se.
far worse words in a legal document.
Yeah,
that's
especially
true.
when you're going over evidence.
I mean, do you recall when they read the president's retellings back in the 90s? So that was awfully awkward and
Yeah.
bleeped a little bit. We learned a lot of new sexual terms in the late 90s thanks to the
Oh
president.
yeah.
So it was there was a watch. There was some kind of documentary on decades or something. I was just like, I don't remember it being this graphic.
I don't either.
Anyways,
Anyhoozle.
I didn't have cable, so maybe that's why. So I didn't learn a lot of things growing up.
Yep.
So, if you need to go get a water,
I'm fine.
You're fine. You're just
I'll
gonna
power
You're just
through.
gonna power through it.
It'll
All
work.
right. Well, we got an assignment last week by Professor Jacob Edwin, and that assignment was Finn Balor against AJ Styles, a surprise match at TLC 2017. It's cracking me up over here. It was a great surprise match when it happened, and it was a pleasure to watch back at it. And I think this was the last time that we saw the Demon. I feel like this is the last time we saw the Demon back then.
no,
I think you might be right.
no, he was at WrestleMania.
Was he?
Again, yeah,
Wait.
I was there.
Who-
Mania in New York.
Who did he work at Mania?
Samoa, no. I know it was someone.
Seth?
I know it was someone.
I would hope.
Hold on, googling and also thinking.
Checking out the WrestleMania brain.
That wasn't the three-way with Seth and
Lashley.
who worked last.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Lashley.
Mm.
It
Was he
Lashley.
Demon then?
Yeah.
Against Lashley?
Yeah, it was Lashley for the IC title because he actually beat Lashley with like power moves and shit.
Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah.
Yeah, the Demon entrance was very lackluster. That's probably
Yeah.
why you don't remember it.
And,
Oh.
and
For
also,
being WrestleMania,
yeah,
they could have gone all out and did not.
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
Because the set at Mania that year was just a giant LED board.
Yeah, I'm looking at a fan cam actually right now of it. That's the first thing that came up for me. So that's unfortunate. Well, it was the last memorable. You're right. Of the Demon. But this was a dream match, a match that I know they said on commentary at least that this did not happen. I believe in Japan. Well, I think they were on the same team at Bullet Club in Japan, so I guess they wouldn't have faced each other for the most part.
well, they weren't there at the same time.
Oh, AJ came in when Finn left, right?
Yeah,
Like he was
Yeah.
kind of the replacement.
it was literally the rotating door of Finn out, AJ in. So they never even stood on the same side. So I think the allure of this literally being a first time thing helped with it. And I don't remember why Bray had to had to remove himself from the show. Like
Wasn't it a
they were going to do Demon versus Sister Abigail.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
It
was
was
it Demon or was it Pumpkin King?
It was Pumpkin King versus Demon. Well, Demon Pumpkin. It was the
Yeah.
Great Pumpkin.
It was the Great
That's what it
Pumpkin, Finn Balor.
Yeah. But yeah, wasn't that the pay-per-view where everyone had like liver enzyme issues or something?
Yeah.
Like that?
I do think it's the liver enzyme
You know what?
scheduled. Yeah, he was removed from the match card due to a viral infection,
That's
according
right.
to Wikipedia.
There, I think Reigns got it. I think JoJo got it.
Mhm.
Bray
Mhm.
got it. Yeah, there were a handful of people.
Yeah, because they threw in Kurt Angle to that main event
That's right.
with the he was
Yeah, and he was the most awkward member of the field.
Yep, he was a Kurt Angle Shield member
It
for
was,
one
it was
night.
like a dad wearing his hat sideways. It's just
It's
so
like,
awkward.
hey, how do you do, fellow Shield members?
Hey guys, I am also in the Shield.
It was an odd night, but that was definitely probably the highlight out of that. So what did you guys think of the match? It was fantastic.
It's tremendous.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, it
tremendous.
was great. I mean,
Um,
there's not a whole lot to say, but like if it's AJ Styles and Finn Balor, like
Mhm.
you're gonna get a good match out of it. Even like what's more interesting to me is how they got AJ there.
Mm-hmm.
Like I forget which documentary it was. I want to say maybe AJ 365 or something like that.
I think
but
it
they
was.
did a whole documentary where they like he told the cameras what it took to get him there.
Where did
Like,
he?
'cause I think he got there like at bell time for the show.
Where did he fly from? Were they in South Africa?
I feel like it was
or-
Japan.
Something
Japan?
like that.
Yeah.
Like he flew all night straight there, and then like it's such a like match aside. More people need to praise him for that sort of work ethic, like just being gung ho to fly straight from another country, probably not sleeping at all, if barely, and coming in there putting on that quality of a match. Like AJ's such a workhorse, especially at that age. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't have a ton to say about the match either. It's great.
Yeah.
There were a lot of cool moments in it. Like there was the moment where AJ cuts him off, Finn goes for the dive, and AJ slides in, and it's not a close. It was almost just like a body block. Like like it knocked my breath out. Like I lost my wind looking at it because it was just like pow, so solid.
I'm always amazed when because Finn does it was the coup de grace at the time,
Yes.
the double stomp, and you could tell when, like, I don't know what it's trust or whatever it is, but when he delivers that, and it just like he lands right straight on your gut in that thing.
Yeah.
And it was straight on for this, and I know something happened with that too, but like it looks so absolutely brutal sometimes.
Like it wasn't anything where he landed, then he falls on his back. Like it's
or
just like nope.
Or the feet like kind of slide off to the side, so you don't really get an impact. It was just like
It's like he stuck the landing and just let it sit there.
yep, here I am, right on your liver. Because it was like the stomach, but off to the side too. Which is like, ooh, that's the soft part.
Yeah, it always like, I wonder how many times Finn has hit that move, and the person that he has hit the move on like regrets the dinner they had right before the match, and just like shits their pants.
That's
I'm sure it's happened. I guarantee it's happened.
That's one of those moves where your fate is completely in their hands, and they could totally, if they like you, take care of you, and not, they could just murder you. Like Yoko and his bonsai. Like if Yoko liked you, cool. If not,
or when Jeff Hardy came back and he was not giving a crap about that swan
yeah,
song.
It's like, I'm just gonna lay on
We
you.
were like, listen, man, this is gonna suck.
Here's my body.
or like I've also heard that there's something like that with Jeff Hardy now too. When he does the swanton, like if Jeff
yeah, that's what we're talking.
Doesn't get enough rotation on it, they call it the crouton.
Yeah,
because just like everything landing back on chest.
That's right. It gets gross sometimes. It's just like, ooh, you can tell. You can tell. Oh, jeez. No, yeah, it was a. And once again, just looking around it, it was interesting to see. One, this was a Raw era pay-per-view, like a Raw exclusive when we did that for a while.
When they were still trying to convince us they were going to stick to it.
Yeah. Once again, by the way.
Yeah.
So it was a big deal because I think AJ was a SmackDown guy. And also Kurt, while he was in that match, was also at the time the general manager of the same side of things. So it was just wild to see that back then. Booker T on the commentary. Miss you, Booker.
Do we?
I do.
Do we?
I do. Quacky
I
dacky. Quacky. What do you say?
Shucky ducky quack quack.
Shucky ducky quack
You
quack.
don't miss him that much if you can't get the gimmick right.
Hey, listen, man. I need more coffee. Come on. It's been a long show. We had breaking news. We had a hiccup scare.
Oh my God, it was.
Glad to see you're doing better.
Yeah, much better now. I've recovered.
We had jokes.
Well, that's still questionable.
That's
debatable.
Questionable. My biggest thing about that match going into it, I knew AJ wasn't going to lose. Because at that point, you pretty much knew the Demon was indestructible, and so I went in going, this is going to be a good match, but I know how it's going to end. So
which is weird because the Demon had lost. Like the Demon lost to Joe on Finn's way out of NXT.
Yeah, but that's NXT.
Yeah, it's an undefeated in WWE thing, and NXT don't count.
Yeah,
kind of situation.
It's one of those things.
Yep. So I do miss the fan interaction of his intros. I thought it was one of the greatest things at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was always just like seeing an entire crowd do the yes thing in motion.
Right.
Like being there, watching a whole crowd throw their hands up for that music.
Mm-hmm.
Was always like one of the really cool moments for those. So
yeah, it's one of those things that I don't think we're gonna get again anytime soon. And it's a nice thing to think about.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm glad we have these shows on the network where we can go back and watch moments like that and be like, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when people could actually be together. Big rooms.
Oh, you're not on screens.
remember.
Not on screens.
Not on screens with Mad Mike and
Mad
Rizz.
Mike and Rizz.
I'm
and Kenny
miming,
Omega.
clapping, so I don't wake up anybody in the house.
What the point? Did you point at the screen?
Yeah.
What is that? Oh, Braun Strowman!
I see you. I see you, Braun.
No, it's like pointing at the
So-
screen to
so you
make
did the
sure like
Miz
they
point.
know somebody's behind them.
You did the
Yeah.
Miz.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
Hi, audio listeners.
Well, we should probably get our assignment. And I understand. I got a video and a note here, and it was all rather confusing. So let me just cue that up here real quick here, and let's see. Let's all. Whoa! Something's playing. Oops! That video from WrestleMania that's bootleg that's still playing in the background. Okay, let's not get taken down by that one. We clear? We're clear. Okay. Let's go see what our lesson is in for this week. Right about now-ish.
Wait for it.
Oh, hello, Wrestling Mayhem Show. I didn't see you there. Excuse me, just doing a bit of light reading. I've come to find out that your professor has neglected on his duties, and your teaching in this matter has been, shall we say, lackluster. My name is Mad Mike Moody, and I shall be your new professor. As you can see, I have my accreditation right here, and I am here to instruct you on the true classics in professional wrestling. Now, from your teacher's notes, I saw you just watched a match between Finn Balor and AJ Styles. And while that's all well and good, and those men are fantastic athletes, I feel remiss that you have not been instructed in one of the greatest, considered by many, professional women's wrestling matches of all time. So, your assignment this week is to travel all the way back to the year 2010. I know that seems like a long time ago for some of you youngsters out there, but trust me, there were times that were much better than this. And women's wrestling was at its peak. And I want you to go to SummerSlam 2010. And the match you are going to be watching, a true classic, a testament to everything that is women's wrestling. That would be Molina versus Alicia Fox. Yes. Two veterans at the top of their game. And honestly, I really do hope you watch this match and enjoy it and take notes. You don't have to put your phone away. I can trust you to multitask. We're all multitaskers. It's 2020. If you're not multitasking by now, then you're just frankly out of the game. But again, this has been Mad Mike Moody, your new professor. Thank you.
I don't.
I trust this new professor.
So Jacob Edwin is on apparent sabbatical right now.
Yeah,
And
you saw his plaque, right?
yeah. I was told to post it on Instagram today. Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
It
We
said
have to listen to him.
Master of Science in Pro Wrestling.
that's almost a doctorate.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Is that how that works?
The only doctor in pro wrestling is the doctor of Thugonomics.
I mean,
let's be honest.
I have to admit that's more credentials than I've seen than every professor and doctor in professional wrestling that I'm aware of locally.
Since Dean Douglas.
So since Dean Douglas,
exactly.
Oh,
And we'll say Dr. Britt Baker. We know she's accredited.
that is true.
Do we count Dr. Death though?
I don't know. I don't know if he's actually ever killed someone, so I don't trust his authority in that.
Is this
There are probably some
is
matches
this one of those I'm not a doctor but I played one on TV kind of things?
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Like House. I get it.
Like House.
It's not.
But I inherently trust this guy.
Oh.
I feel like
you have good vibes from this one.
yeah. I
Okay.
mean,
Okay.
and plus he seemed to treat us with respect. I don't know if you noticed that.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
He respects us.
He respects us.
Yeah.
It's good to know. All right. Well, you
But
have
he
your.
was a substitute.
Hey, you know what? It's
to-
September. The school year is starting, and Jacob Edwin nowhere to be found.
That's true.
Nowhere to be found.
Just
Like he didn't even leave a note. Did he leave a note, Sorg, that
I don't know.
that he was skipping town?
There was a reference.
Did he have a
someone
written
that was-
excuse?
a written excuse from a doctor? I don't
I'd
think you have
like
to show your
I'd like
students
to see a
that.
doctor's note.
Okay. Well, we'll see what we can
Please
do.
don't hurt us.
We're gonna see what. Oh, one time he's gonna be back on the show, and we'll see. All right, guys, staying with your
He called me
education.
Rizzo the rat once.
What's
It's
that?
not fair.
He did call
Yeah,
you.
exactly. He doesn't respect you, Riz.
I
No.
thought I thought Rizzo the Rat was like a term of endearment. I thought he's just like a really big Muppets fan.
But yeah, if
Tell
you're
me
really-
more, Sorg.
I mean, Muppets are cool now. They have a new show on Disney Plus.
Tell me more.
Not a sponsor.
Like, did he have a car?
What? Did who have a car?
Riz said, "Tell me more."
Yeah.
It's okay. Let's just move on.
Let's just move on.
So at least we have our assignment for next.
I will read another joke if you keep going. If you don't keep going.
Hey, what did you learn from wrestling this week? I learned wrestling jokes maybe don't work out so well.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it. Yeah.
Wrap
Oh,
it up.
Trust
Wrap
me,
it up, B. Wrap
Trust
that
me.
shit up.
the ones that aren't on Google Images right now, they're even worse.
Oh no. Matt, what did you learn from wrestling this week? Should I come back to you?
Come back to
Oh
me.
my god, I found a whole page.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Matt,
it is.
What did Hulk Hogan ask in arts and crafts class?
no.
What you gonna glue, brother?
Oh no. Oh.
I really
That
hate.
hurts.
Hey, to be fair, that's the best Hulk Hogan joke you can tell.
That's
The cleanest.
The cleanest, yeah. The one that won't get us kicked off the internet. Mad Mike, what did you learn from wrestling this week?
I learned that WWE has finally fixed Roman Reigns.
Fixed, including his team.
Fixed.
Did Roman visit Britt Baker?
Like fixed.
Fixed. No,
Or-
like fixed his character. Like
Oh, I thought you meant like.
we got cheers for a Roman Reigns championship win.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't wearing a vest.
Mm-mm.
I'll be surprised if he ever wears that vest again.
Mm-mm.
Like the way they booked Roman Reigns at Payback was perfection. It was absolutely perfection. I don't know the legality of signing a contract once a match has begun. I think
little
we'd
strange.
have to leave that to the legal eagles of the Wrestling Mayhem show.
We'll call
But,
it. We'll
you
call.
know-
We'll call a gavel next week.
Mhm.
Yeah, exactly. But otherwise, such a perfectly done match. Like it was the only thing that was wrong with that was that Roman almost fell out of the ring because he forgot the ropes weren't up. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a lot. There's a lot. It screwed a lot of people up that day. By the way, leave Charles Robinson alone. He's a damn
Yeah, leave him
treasure.
alone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
leave him alone.
Yeah, the guy in that
The
last
man
time.
is almost 60.
Yeah.
Lil Nate did amazing
Yes.
on
We need
that
to stop
spot.
calling him Little Nate. He's old Nate at this point.
Well,
Little old Nate.
Little old Nate.
Yeah.
Okay,
Little
little old Nate. Okay.
because old Nate is still Nate.
Yeah.
Eh.
Yeah.
No, he's Charlotte's dad. Come on.
That's true.
That's his gimmick.
Rizz, what did you learn from wrestling this week?
I learned that well, one, fuck Jim Cornette, and 2, that whenever, unless it's Brock Lesnar, whenever Paul Heyman has some sort of advocate other than Brock Lesnar, he looks like he is in love. So I don't know if it's because Brock Lesnar is, well, first of all, Brock Lesnar's a free agent now. So we might see him on.
I look forward to him, Brock versus Orange Cassidy.
Yes. So we might
Oh,
see him on
jeez.
Indy Wrestling.us.
Well,
the
Brock
Universal
Lesnar?
Network.
We don't have that
You never
kind of
know.
budget.
You never know,
Nope.
Sorg.
Nope.
You never know.
Hey, Patreon. Maybe update a little bit.
Brock Lesnar tier is $1,000 a minute.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
Just hand us a blank check. We'll do the rest.
Or
Um,
or hand us the movie blank check.
Which is probably like $5.
Honestly, it's a great movie.
It was good. It was good.
Good time will be had by all.
Good times. But yeah, look at how he looked at, Ryback, Cesaro, Punk, Roman. They all have this.
I'm
like,
sorry. I just saw
Curtis
Edric.
Axel.
I just saw Edric. Hold on.
I
I'm
was gonna
sorry.
say, don't you dare forget Curtis Axel.
Hold on. No.
the genesis
No.
of the
Guys,
McGillicuddy.
Behind Riz is Edric throwing somebody out of the movie theater and locking the door behind them, and it just cracked me up.
Yep.
It just distracted me from whatever's going on. But
Wow, thanks, Sorg. Thanks. Thanks for even paying attention, Sorg.
I was paying attention, and that's right over your shoulder, and it just completely distracted me.
Sorg was paying too much attention.
I'm producing over here, man. I'm producing.
What did John Cena say
No.
when he ate at the Japanese restaurant?
No.
You can't sushi?
No.
Close.
No.
Ah! You can't
You
suck
can't-
Jamie?
Yes.
Yes! I got it.
That's what you get, Sorg. You did this to yourself, Sorg.
I'm okay with this.
I'm sorry,
Riz,
Matt.
can,
I'm
Riz,
sorry.
can we just do a whole mini
I didn't
pod
think-
where
I-
you say these jokes
I
and
didn't
I
think it'd
try
be
to
like
guess
this.
the answers?
Yes.
I didn't think it'd be like
Yes,
that.
I
regret
do.
everything.
I want to do
yeah.
that.
And then,
Everything.
Matt, did you learn anything from wrestling? Not horrible jokes.
Well, I learned what passes for jokes is relative. No, I mean, I think the most important lesson to take out of wrestling this week is that Lawless is truly flawless.
Mhm.
There you go. There you go.
Truly flawless.
From the chat room, Matt Carlin's learned that wrestling matches, like elections, sometimes require weeks to decide.
Pretty much.
Yep. Dave Bonner of the Tiny Shoulder Podcast, the Prof Pod on the Twitter, learned that Dominic's SummerSlam match wasn't a fluke with 2 good matches in this week. And Tina just learned that Eric Young is now the Impact World Champion. How about that?
What?
Hey, good for
There you
him.
go.
Hey, friend of the show.
Friend of the show, Eric Young. Yes, but check the archives.
Good for him.
I mean, we talked to him like 12 years ago, but still, I think he was still scared of
He
fireworks.
is still a friend of the show.
Absolutely. So, and I don't think I missed any out there. What did I learn? There's Slick, the
Yeah,
Doctor
what
of
did you
Style.
learn, Sorg?
What did I learn? I learned that you can put a wrestling ring about anywhere and have some good wrestling. You'll find out what I mean by that probably next week.
Challenge accepted? I mean, I can think of a couple places where you could put a wrestling ring and maybe not have the best style.
Also could be a fun list or big question.
That's a good question.
Yeah. So, no, there was an opportunity. Somebody had a ring in a place and put it up and just to see what we could do with it. And
Is that the thing
which thing?
that's happening?
Which thing
Or
are
that
you?
happened?
What?
Are we talking
No,
about
it's okay.
Polycult?
Key feedback.
Are we talking about Polycult?
No, we're not talking
Okay.
about Polycult. Something else happened.
Yeah.
But hey, let's give a shout out. MV Young, Polycult, Pittsburgh Polycult. I can't remember the Pittsburgh Polycult 2. Is that right?
MV
Polycult
Young
2.
Polycult
2
2.
Yeah.
at the Pittsburgh Mansion. is happening this Saturday. Look out. It's going to be on Twitch
I mean,
and stuff.
Joshua Wells versus MV Young.
Oof.
Bananas.
Good stuff. Lots of friends of the show are going to be on that. I understand a reunion of the Black Hand Society, the often fabled. I know that's been talked about on the show. You're smiling at that one.
That is happening. Those are 3 of my buddies, and they're getting to do a thing. So
That's right.
You should go watch them.
That's right. So that will be, I do believe it will be on Twitch on a donation basis. So please go support that, support wrestling, support somebody who's trying to do cool and different things with wrestling. Yeah, that's going to be sometime this Saturday. I think there's going to be an announcement on what the final details of that sooner or later there. It's a pretty closed situation in attendance and everything. Yeah. So there's a flyer going around. Check out MV Young's Twitter for that stuff. The first one I think is still up on YouTube, so go check that too. Some friends of the show on there. Lee Moriarty versus Ziggy Haim on there, amongst other things. So
Ziggy Haim.
There you go. Ziggy Haim.
Ziggy Haim.
Also, keep an eye out, Indy Wrestling US social media. We had our first of our Wrestling in 2020 series. Kind of a quick interview series that Matt Carlin's actually was the brainchild of this one, a brainchild of his actually, and that's going to be coming up. We had Zeke drop today, Ziggy Haim, speaking of which, is going to be dropping tomorrow, and we had a good time. We had a good time on a set this weekend with PB Smooth, Loss Prevention, Tatiana Rose, Scarlett. Hey, try to interview Scarlett these days. that gets interesting. Okay.
All right.
Sorg, I see you didn't interview Ronnie Nicole.
You know what? The invite was out there for the green screen, and she didn't. She also doesn't live in the state, so I think that made a difference.
I mean,
so.
you didn't interview her though.
I mean, it's out there. I didn't explicitly or anything. Rizz, do you want me to interview Ronnie Nicole to see if she yells at me again? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yes.
Sounds like you're fishing.
Do I have to?
You need to build bridges, Sorg. Make connections.
What?
Build bridges.
Make connections.
I
not
tried
enemies.
to make a connection, and she yelled at me.
Why did she yell at you, Sorg?
I'm not even a part of the thing. I don't even know why. But that's over on Fight
Sorg,
Underground.
I think you need to reevaluate how you make connections.
Apparently I'm still learning. So there you go. Ronnie Nicole is a fantastic part of Fight Underground over there. A great match again with Scarlett and everything too. So please go check all that stuff. And I believe we do have an interview scheduled for should be popping up this Friday on Indie Mayhem show. We have been dropping those after SmackDown when we have them. So look out for that. Actually getting a couple of them scheduled here with some people doing some cool things in the area and with some of the promotions we work with. And Matt Conard, where can people go find out what you're up to?
Well, they can go check out my new social media handles.
Yeah, hot off the Twitter presses.
Hot off the save menu on the social medias. Yeah, on Twitter and Instagram, the handle is now at Death Conard. DEATH Conard.
There you go. I need to get out of that habit.
Yeah, and also, of course, if you want to go support me in these trying times, you can go to my Pro Wrestling Tees store at prowrestlingtees.com/Matt Conard. Over there, you can find numerous shirts, including the very popular, as my buddy Edric Everhart calls it, the FAC, your trademark shirt.
It does say FAC.
It does say FAC because my face is in an A shape.
There you go.
But yeah, you can check those out. And also, while I have the floor, I just want to wish him. Today is Ty Cross's birthday.
Oh, really?
Today's Ty Cross's birthday.
He's
so.
not even.
Who's that?
Who the fuck is that?
Legendary.
No, that doesn't sound right. I would know if
Legendary
he was legendary.
wrestler of the area, Ty Cross. The great. What the great
No, that
Ty
The
doesn't-
guy with the ducks?
That doesn't sound familiar at all.
The former Rise Tag Team Champion, one half
Nope,
of System
doesn't-
Elite.
Not ringing a bell.
He's from New York. He doesn't give rise.
Well, you know what? Regardless, he's retired now, so fuck him.
That's
Happy
true.
birthday, Ty! I love you, buddy.
There you
Happy
go.
birthday, whoever you are.
Oh,
I mean, Random shout out to an unknown birthday kid.
You
Is
may
this a
be,
Make-A-Wish?
you may be oblivious to everyone else, but you're number one in my heart, Ty. You're number one in my heart.
Mad Mike 483, he's back on the Twitters.
Yeah. I'm dusting the thing off. But also like, watch some shit. Like I finished Broad City. That was great. I'm sorry. I'm just going through. I'm halfway through The Legend of Korra, which is fantastic. And I'm excited for a new season of Archer coming up because I just finished watching that too.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
This is usually a thing we do on Mondays.
But I didn't do it yesterday, did I?
because you were too busy being
Iconic. No, actually, I was too busy being upset.
Yeah, okay.
Let's not
I
get
was trying to set
serious.
you up.
But I'm gonna say it's before you cut me off like you did last night.
Wow.
Wakanda forever. Wakanda forever.
I left it in the audio version. I left it in.
I know, but
I'm probably alive to
Sorg,
get it.
you gotta get the
Sorg, are you?
nothing but respect for my Black Panther. Nothing but respect.
There you go. Rizz plays games. Rizz plays games on
Rizz plays
Twitch.
games on Twitch, on Twitter, on Facebook, so you can follow my group on there. Today, September 1st, it is September.
Oh,
New subscriptions to Rizz Plays Games gets 30% off every subscription. It has to be the recurring kind. Can't be Twitch Prime. By the way, I'll get to Twitch Prime in a little bit. But 30% off on a Twitch Prime on a Prime subscription, with a subscription to Rizz Plays Games, so you can get. Sorg, did you see the chat room yet? Did you look at the chat? Did you see the chat?
You talking about?
See the colleagues?
Yeah,
that
I see all of the
scattered
great colleagues
all over
throughout
the chat right now.
the chat room right now. It's ridiculous.
That is
crazy.
My emote that you get for just paying 30% off what you would normally pay for a Twitch subscription.
Oh god, I
to your
started
favorite
scrolling.
streamer.
This goes on forever.
It
Wow.
does.
Wow.
Also, if you do have Twitch Prime, please, you might want to just have Jeff Bezos give me some money. Just do it.
He's got
Why
some
not?
extra. He got some extra. Get some of that rocket money. You know what? If you looked at the chat right now on Twitch, and you wondered what a 30-man battle royal of all great colleagues would look like, that's what it is.
I don't want to see that.
No.
Wait for it.
I don't.
Boom. Even more.
How would
Even more.
How would anyone be able to be
We're in-
eliminated in that match?
It's like if the Thunderdome was hijacked.
Was a Punjabi prison.
Yes.
Yo, I'm waiting
And
for that.
every picture is the Great Khali.
I'm waiting for the Botchamania where just the Thunderdome is all the Jim Cornette faces.
I
So-
want someone to take a screen cap of the Thunderdome and just put in all the faces of Neo from the Matrix.
There you go. There you go. Oh yeah, in the white room. That makes a lot of sense, actually. Guys, thank you so much. So much going on. Also, Grind City TV on your Roku. Indy Wrestling is happening there with some feature matches going on, and over on Top Rope Tabletop is happening live in the studio this Friday over on the Twitch pages. And I believe, Rizz, are you going to help us with a rebroadcast of that? It'll be the Indy Wrestling US. I can't remember if you were involved with that one or not. We'll have a conversation. I'm sure it'll be hosted if Rizz isn't playing.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna host it. Don't
Okay,
worry.
there you go. And we're talking about.
I got confused there, Sorg.
That's right. That was the other gaming thing we were talking about. That'll be coming up. So.
Yeah, the other gaming thing
Oh god.
that
Oh no.
we were discussing
Oh no. Oh no.
is
Oh no. Now I found dog emotes. Why did I find dog emotes on Twitch? Oh no. What's
Dog
happening
emotes.
right
Oh,
now?
hey,
oh,
there's-
what is
there's
it?
dog
Oh no.
emotes.
I found a
There's
cool
dog
cat
emotes
emote.
from Sorgatron
Oh, what
Media.
is that? It's like
There's
Justin
cat with
Idol's here.
sunglasses.
I don't know what's happening. Guys, we need to get out of here before I
Oh,
hurt
no.
myself
Oh,
or
we got
others.
movie signs!
We got movie signs!
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Do what you
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.